Welcome in, Renegades. Today we're going to do a video that is just going to be quick, down to the point, and get a couple of pieces of news out there, and then we're going to look at exactly what happened with the massive dump on the internet computer. We did go back to that $12-ish range, $12.80 something, and so we are going to be looking at what's going on with that. We're going to get right into this video. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and set that notification bell because we're going to have big updates and a lot of different people we're collaborating with on the channel. So as you know, we had Javi from ICP Hub North America on the channel a couple of weeks ago, and they are doing it big. We told you everything that they were doing, from ideathons to hackathons to all the things that they are doing. They are live now on YouTube with C Casio and Ute Car, this guy. So let's give them a follow real quick here. And give them a follow. It looks like he's a 3X startup founder building a decentralized social media platform on ICP. Okay, so this looks pretty cool. And so it looks like they are doing a live AI ideathon. Entrepreneurs, investor talks, networking, prices, and more. So we got Bob Bodley, Roald Parmentier. Wow, Parmentier. That guy, Mariano Stoll, Guido Val, and Claudio Casio. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Get over there, check it out. I will leave the link in the description. Next, there's other big news. We've been waiting for the ICPSwap token to come out, and it looks like they're not just releasing the token, they are also going for an SNS DAO, which I also have a couple of their NFTs for these tokens. Hopefully we will be able to trade those. I've had them for like maybe a year and a half already, so this is very exciting news. We're almost there. ICPSwap is preparing to launch its SNS and join the SNS DAO family. Check out the details over here. Forum Divinity. Let's check it out. Let's look at the forum real quick, because that will be all the news. Then we're going to get right into the charts and see what's happening with the price. So hello IC fam, ICPSwap team here. We want to express our gratitude for the incredible support and assistance from the ICP fam. ICPSwap is gearing up to launch its SNS DAO and is expected to commence decentralized swaps once key milestones are achieved. Here are some critical elements of this journey. Please take a look. So it tells you what ICPSwap is. There will be, so this is the ICS token, yes. So the NFTs that you got, if you've been part of the ecosystem for a long time, you will be able to trade those for tokens. I actually even bought one, besides the one I got, I think, airdropped to me from ICPSwap. So there's going to be a 1 billion supply. Initially distributed, 48% reserved for the ICPSwap DAO treasury, 26% allocated for swap to decentralized governance, and raise funds for the SNS. 9% allocated to the ICPSwap team and advisors with a dissolved delay of 6 months. These neurons will be vested quarterly over a 48-month period following the SNS swap, distributed equally each quarter. 10% allocated to seed round investors, vesting over 24 months. 3% allocated to strategic round investors, vesting over 24 months. 4% allocated to private sale investors, vesting over 11 months. Ledger transaction fee will be 0.01 ICS token. And then there's the governance. You can come read all about this. I will also link this in the description below, or you can just go follow ICPSwap and check that out. So let's check out what's happening over here. We are back above 13 now. We did have this dip to right around 1280 here, so that would have been a really good time to scoop it up. We were looking a little bit bearish. We had a descending triangle. We did have a head and shoulders that played out already, but we are looking pretty small in the volume sector right now at 95 million. The market is starting to cool down overall, and so we're still over a $6 billion market cap though, even though the volume's down. So I would say this is low volume. down 25%, under 100 million for where we are in the market right now. This is low volume for today, but the price is sustained. So that is something that we definitely have to take into consideration with under 100 million. It's not too much under 100 million, so definitely acceptable. So let's get into these charts here. 1360. When I looked at it right before this video, it was 1280, like not that long ago. So it did have a nice little recovery. We did have this, kind of rejection at this level right up here. And it's kind of funny that it goes almost exactly to where I was saying at this support level. And it did go down. So if you watched my video yesterday, my live stream, I called this level exactly. I was saying if we can hold this upward trending support line and go to the top, we could break out. But we have this big support line here, and it is all support. And if we do somehow break this, we'll probably end up back down at that 12. I said 1261, but we came really close to that at about 1280. Let's see exactly where it went to. 1268. So I called it within less than 7 cents. So that's pretty good. To know that those levels are holding support and that we have another chance to get above this ascending triangle and test the top of this right here, 1438. But this 13-ish area right here all the way up to $14 is big resistance. We need to close above 14 by the end of this week or by the end of the next couple of weeks. We're going to need to close above that. I would say even by next week, we need to get above that, or we are going to see another test down here at about $12.14. And then we are looking at about 1136 as support, just in case it goes catastrophic. But I don't really see that happening unless Bitcoin cools off. Let's just take a look at Bitcoin real quick and see what happened, why ICP just went down. Bitcoin is sitting at 51.7. I don't see any reason without Bitcoin going back below key levels that we would end up at this. Even if we do, I think we have a big support level at about 49.8. And this is on the daily. This is going to be a big level where we got rejected here, and then we were able to break out in a massive way. We did go back down here to 50,647, and that's why ICP ended up having a little bit of a retracement back down to that $12.68 level. So yeah, things are really good right now in the market. A lot of people don't understand the market, so they might always get a little bit bearish when the price goes down, but these are natural corrections. Even with this one, before this big pump, you can see we need to cool off, in order to do anything. But this is like a spinning top, so this could be bearish. We could see another test down to about $50,000, but I think this level is going to hold support. With this kind of test close to that $50,000 range, it's not that big of a deal. But I think this will hold support. There's a nice area of box support from right here from 48.3, and then this level back over here with a couple of wicks. I don't see anything lower than like 49, but I don't think we're going to break this level. And if we end up, going up with Bitcoin, we have another altcoin season, we could see more moves. Let's get rid of all these and just see what we have here now. There is just a big ascending triangle in this whole thing. Okay, if you want to just do this, you can really even come all the way back, over to here and call this massive ascending triangle right here. This is a bullish continuation pattern to the upside over the long period of time here, and we seem to be kind of staying in this area right here. So not only is there a rising wedge, which could be bearish, it is an ascending triangle. So if we can get back above this 1448, dang, that is really hitting me with those things, over the long haul, then we will be able to continue, and that ascending wedge, rising wedge, will not be valid, because if we even hit the top of over here, it could negate that pattern, right? So, but you never know what could happen. We could see a lot of different things. I am looking for a bigger move to the upside, if we can break above 1358 and close above this area, because that could bring us back up to about 1422. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's go and look at the 4-hour chart. Now in the 4-hour chart, I would definitely like to get the RSI out here. So yeah, we are getting rejected by the RSI in the 4-hour and the EMA 25. Now, if we can get above the EMA 25 at 1322, and that should give us enough momentum to get up here with a little bit more volume, and we could see a test of the top of 1357 and then have a move to $13.90, $14. So this is what I'm looking at there. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot else except this small falling wedge here. On the 4-hour. Yeah. So we still have this falling wedge. If we can get above 13, 22-ish, and get back up here, test the top of this at 1333, and then we can go to the top of this, and then hopefully the top of the wedge at about 14 again. So we did have a nice test of this level, but we did get rejected by this downward trending resistance here. So you can see it's being pushed and kind of squeezed into this. We have nice oscillation from top to bottom. I'm going to have a possible move to the top of this wedge if we can break out above that level. Things are looking great. I just want to thank you guys for all of your support all over the time. I do want to go to ICPSwap real quick and just show you how Renegade token is doing right now. We have some big support from the community, and I really appreciate everybody's support that has supported the Renegade movement. Look at that. What? Dang, it just literally went up 212% today. What is going on? Huge support from the community. Thank you guys so much for your support. Wow. Just a massive blast off. We broke resistance on every level. This is looking crazy now. Yeah. This is just awesome. Everybody's support, thank you so much. We're doing really well. So everybody that got in is now one ICP for 1 million Renegade tokens. So thank you all for your support. Let's call this a day and smash that like button, share this around. All right, guys, that being said, goodbye and good ICP. Bam!